Is he going to be spotting them too much of a start again?
It's my first time seeing him, so I can't make any comparisons as to how he's trained on, but he's here in really good order. He moves particularly well. He's got a lovely rich colour to his coat as well.
The 6 is Elskling here for the Mitch Friedman stable. And look, this horse, he's an interesting story, or she is, I should say, a $900 yearling. So Connections have already had a bit of fun with her. They stretched her out to the 2,500 metres last campaign. And I must admit, when I did the form last night, I thought this would probably be too sharp. But you look at the jump out and it suggests that she's sharp enough for a race like this.
Yeah, 2 recent jump outs, really strong to the line, finishing 4th in the latest at Ballarat. I liked her work there. Won the maiden dominantly first up at 1,400 last preparation, albeit on a wet track, but I think she's the one with the most upside in the race. So, yeah, you're right. She might be back and buried, and it might all be a bit too sharp for her, but she also just might be too good for them.
She's nice and switched on and quite bright in the way she's walking around the mounting yard as well, suggesting perhaps this trip could be right up her alley. It's the best I've seen her walk, and she's come back a really nice, powerful, furnished mare.
Number 7 is Mocha Diamond, who's another stayer resuming who we got to see out over 2,000 metres last campaign. A horse Jared Fry knows well.
Yeah, resumes here. 2 wins to date have been on the synthetic track at Ballarat in weaker races. No trial or jump out. I'd like to see him today.
Yeah, he's one I'll just watch as well. He's got good improvement to come fitness-wise and in the coat.
Well, to your disappointment, Benny, the 8 obfuscation was a scratch into the final event, so we jump ahead to the 9 in Stelvio here. And, well, it'll be hard to find a better bred horse on course today by Lonhro out of Guelph.
Yeah, I can forgive his last 2 starts here. He's been wide without cover. He maps for a soft run here. He might be able to improve sharply. I think he's one of the better chances.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can reiterate that for the mounting yard as well. He's here in tip-top order. He moves particularly well. He's got good weight on him deep into a prep as well.
El Santo takes the 1.5 kilo claim for Celine Gaudray.
Yeah, it was only fair at Sandown last time out, but does map for a nice run. Last win came at benchmark 58 level. I think others have probably stronger chances than him.
What about the 11, JF Thunder, who's first up from a spell for Team Hawks?
2 recent Flemington jump outs. I thought the latest was only plain. I would have liked to have seen a bit more, and the maiden win came at 1,600 on heavy ground, so maybe he needs to run in a bit further.
Let's have a look at the 12 here in Comanche for Mark Pegas. He went close before, didn't he, with Gotta Love Jimmy. What have you made of his preparation? 3rd at Casterton when favourite last time out.
Yeah, I can forgive the run last start. He raced wide without cover throughout. He's a horse that, as he showed at his Australian debut, there is a lot of talent there. I just don't know. He does a lot wrong. He gets keen in his races. And he's got the talent to win better races than this. So if he does everything right, he can win this, and he could win it looking quite impressive. But he needs to do everything right.
I'm not surprised to hear Ben say he gets quite keen in his races. He's quite keen in the way he walks around the mounting yard as well. You can see him up and about in his toes. But in terms of how he's here physically, he's here fit and strong.
Number 13 comes out, so we go to the 14, Char Lily here, first up from a spell. We haven't seen her since late July. She went out a winner when a short price favourite of Bendigo.
She did. She's had 2 recent Flemington jump outs, was 2nd under light riding in the latest. She'll get a soft run, you think, probably just in behind the leaders. She's a pretty honest type. I think she'll probably run well.
She's a lovely type. She's only small, but she's got a really nice loose supple action. She's forward fitness-wise and well strengthened.
Number 15 is Golden Vitrine here. Take note, Harry Coffey takes the ride. And look, there was a little bit of a tip around for this horse last start, and then he got the drift late. What did you sort of make of that effort at Mornington?
Yeah, big drifter in the betting last start and finished unplaced. The maiden win first up was in fast time relative to the class, but the form's only been fair out of the race. Maybe he rolls forward here. Fit and forward, I think, are the big pluses.
My first time seeing him, and he's in a magnificent type. He's got a lot of strength to him. He's moving well. He's here at his peak.
Number 16, War Toy for Saab Hassan. He's first up from a spell this afternoon.
Yeah, resuming 7 weeks since the Echuca trial. Maiden win at Ballina nearly 2 years ago for War Toy. So I think there's probably stronger chances as the market would suggest.
Alana Kelly's the rider you need there for War Toy as runners head out for the final time over the 1,400 on Werribee Cup Day. Benny, send us home a winner.
Yeah, I thought this was, a race I was pretty keen on obfuscation, and it's all of a sudden when he came out, it was a very, very open contest. Elskling, I think it may end up ultimately being a short of her best, but I was really taken by the jump out, suggesting she's come back well. She sprinted really well, albeit on wet ground first up last preparation. I'm hoping that she's just the best horse in the race, so I'm going her way at the price, ahead of Stelvio, who's had excuses in his last 2. He'll get a softer run here. Comanche's got the talent to just win this and win it running away, but he needs to do everything right, and until he does that, he's getting a bit hard to trust. And Invincible Bay was good last time out, hitting the line strongly.
Golden Vitrine's the pick of the yard, seeing this horse for the first time, and I was really impressed by the sheer strength and muscle on this horse. He's got a large frame and quite a captivating presence. He really makes himself noticed as he walks around the mounting yard. He was moving well, he was handling the heat perfectly, and he was just ticking a lot of boxes. The other galloper I really liked was Elskling, a mare who's returning to the races first up today, and she's just come back in bigger, better order. I think it's the best I've seen her move. She had a great colour to her coat, and she was also handling the heat really well. So, but on top, Golden Vitrine.
Very open way to end the day. Invincible Bay just pushed out late to $4.80, joined at the top of the betting there by Comanche. Stelvio a $6.50 chance and sustained support there for the 15 Golden Vitrine, who's been $9.50 into $6.50. Very competitive way to end the day. Good luck to those looking to back the last winner.
So these runners are on their way to the start for the last race, number 9 on Werribee Cup Day, on what's been an enjoyable afternoon at the track, Ben. The breeze is just starting to come through now, which is probably welcome. But as we have a look at a market here for the final time, and look, an open race to win the day. Invincible Bay's on the drift. A little bit of support for Stelvio. Comanche's pretty rock solid. Elsling's the one who's been out the door, $5.50. Out to $8.50.
Yeah, so there was double figures available earlier, and they were really keen to back her yesterday and this morning. Got into sub $5 and has just really eased out late. Probably being first up, a horse whose best form's been on wet ground or over further. Here's a quaddy approximates. I suppose if you had to find the cup winner, if you wanted to get the trick to get the value there, Vardani injected some real value there. Favourite way home lies with Comanche and Invincible Bay, $3,300 for each of them. Speed here, I thought Golden Vitrine has the opportunity to roll forward here. I wondered whether JF Thunder goes forward or back. Wouldn't surprise either. First up, there's the opportunity to be forward, but maybe first up they ride him quietly. But yeah, an opportunity for Golden Vitrine to go forward and be pretty close here, and maybe even take up the running.
So these runners circle behind the start. Bella, have you enjoyed seeing them here on Werribee Cup Day today?
Well, it's been hot, Ben, but it's been really good. It's been great racing, and I was really happy for Archie Alexander there. He's done wonders with that horse, Vardani. It was a really eye-catching win in the end. It was quite dominant, but in terms of the last, I thought it was a very open way to end the day, but really taken by the way Golden Vitrine was presented here. I think fourth up, he looks set to peak and a really strong winning chance. Only a lightly raced galloper, of course, but he's here in good order, and really surprised at the drift for Elskling from the mounting yard. No reason as to why she should drift.
Well, it's been terrific to have the tones of Matty Hill booming across in front of a big crowd here at Werribee this afternoon. As he said to Bella at the top of the broadcast, good to be back almost on his home track, which he grew up with here at Werribee today. And I'm sure Matty's enjoyed all of the action. Here he is for the call of the last.
So they're moving up rapidly here. They're behind time for this global turf. Very open race to end the day with Invincible Bay tote favourite, $4.70. But as outlined, the official prices are a little bit different. To wrap up a very successful Tab Werribee Cup Day. Well done to everybody here at the club at Tab Park Werribee. Kicking off the summer season of racing at this venue as War Toy goes in, and to complete the line is Invincible Bay. Invincible Bay with Craig Newitt takes the outside, and the field is set at the 1400. They're ready and away they go. And a pretty even line too. If anything, Mocha Diamond takes a backward step and goes back to second last. And from that wide alley, Invincible Bay is settling about second last early. So a clump of them heading towards that first corner. Golden Vitrine searching up in the orange jacket, looking to cross, and will do so. Shillelagh Stelvio behind them. JF Thunder deeper. And also in that group of horses, War Toy. They're 2 lengths. Comanche, El Santo, Elskling. Mocha Diamond second last. Invincible Bay at the end. 1,000 to go. And Golden Vitrine running this solid. Out clear by 3 or 4 lengths Stelvio, a length Shillelagh, 3/4 of a length War Toy, 2.5 lengths away. 2 in next position, Comanche and JF for Thunder. About 3 further back in the field then is El Santo, Elskling, Mocha Diamond, and at the end is Invincible Bay. So with approximately 600 to go, Golden Vitrine out clear, 4 lengths Stelvio, Shillelagh, then War Toy, JF Thunder next. Comanche bailed away on the inside, doesn't want a tiring horse in front of it, and that's just about occurring. clearing as Mocha Diamond goes past it. They were followed by El Santo, Invincible Bay and Elskling. So Golden Vitrine comes around the corner, has run it hard at the 250. 2 lengths, a length now to Stelvio, who's chiseling away. Golden Vitrine at the 150. 3/4 of a length in front of Stelvio. Golden Vitrine keeps kicking, keeps running, and Golden Vitrine has won the last for Harry Coffey. 2 lengths Stelvio, Kamachi, and then came Mocha Diamond. Next, Invincible Bay and Elskling, JF Thunder, War Toy, El Santo, and Shillelagh was under pressure a long way from home. Golden Vitrine, 9 into 6. They got into it late. This gelding by Showcasing has crossed steadily and then just continued to dial it up, and by the entrance to the home straight still had a good buffer of 2 lengths. It looked as though Stelvio was going to be the fresh horse to have a crack at Golden Vitrine, but it was no match for this Showcasing gelding. Golden Vitrine has taken the last in comprehensive fashion. Number 15, Golden Vitrine, wins the last. So we stand by for the full set of numbers. Golden Vitrine in the Gauchi colours. Elf Gauchi and the crew have taken it out along with the Purple Racing Syndicate. Swag of owners here, the Phil's Dream number 2 group, B. Sokolsky involved as well. Here are the placings: 15, 9, 12 and 7. 15, 9, 12 and 7. Golden Vitrine, the winner, defeating number 9. That's Stelvio, Damien Thornton for Matthew Ellerton. 12, Kamachi, Mark Pegas aboard, trainer and rider, and 4th, number 7, Mocha Diamond, ahead of number 5, Invincible Bay. 2 lengths by a head, 2 lengths by a head, 125.25 to the running of the final race on the program here at Werribee. Okay, terrific front-running ride there from Harry Coffey. The quaddie numbers you needed for today. Head first, number 11, into 7, Rain Lord, into 8, Vidani, into 15, Golden Vitrine. Hope you found a winner today as we head down to Benny Small, who's got a stable representative from the Mar Eustace yard.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Matty, and your contribution for the afternoon. And, well, a nice way to end the day for the stable. And the ability's always been there with Golden Vitrine.
Yeah, look, he's a horse that we do like. He won his maiden well first up. Things haven't probably gone right the last couple of starts. Yeah, he got checked at Mornington, and then, yeah, Cranbourne probably has firmed up a little bit, which I thought today the track might have firmed up a little bit too much for him. But no, he's a great ride by Harry, and he's won well.
You mentioned a great ride by Harry. Is the way that he was able to execute that was what was discussed pre-race, or?
Yeah, look, you know, we wanted to make it a genuine test, you know, and we didn't think we'd get an easy lead as such like that. But yeah, Harry, you know, he just rode it perfectly out in front, and yeah, great ride.
Did you think he'd had enough in the locker late when they started to come? The second horse peeled off and looked a threat halfway down the lane, didn't it? But he kept kicking again.
Yeah, look, he's got the blinkers on, and yeah, maybe at the 200 I thought, you know, yeah, he might be a sitting duck, but yeah, maybe when he thought the other one was coming to him, he did sort of kick again, yeah.
Another good day for the stable as well. A nice winner of Bandstar, which put a bit of a space on them too. So winners all round this afternoon.
Yeah, look, it's been a good week. You know, we had our 100th winner this week for the season, and yeah, we've had plenty of winners, and yeah, everything's going good. You know, a lot of the good horses are coming back in now for the autumn, and yeah, it's exciting times.
Well, the Mar Eustace show rolls on. Well done, enjoy it.
Thank you.
There we go. Golden Vitrine gets the job done here in the last. Harry Coffey set them a line and dared them to running down. And Golden Vitrine, who I know a couple of the Racing.com boys were keen on last start at Mornington. The horse got the drifts a little bit late in the market and, yeah, copped the check in the run and things didn't go right. But there was no chance of copping a check today with the way that Harry Coffey rode this horse. And Golden Vitrine was packing too many punches when Stelvio came out of the pack and started to chase him, loomed on us ominously. But Golden Vitrine has been able to go home best. And one man who loves riding a winner on these Country Cup days is Harry Coffey. So he'll be pleased to end his day in the winner's stall this afternoon on Golden Vitrine. You couldn't miss him out in front of the bright orange colours, and he comes back in front of a big crowd who've enjoyed a big day. And, well, Harry, no one enjoys winning on Country Cup days more than you, and well, you set them alight and dared them to chase you down.
Yeah, that's right. I was wondering, was I going to get my turn or not today, but it worked out okay. Yeah, we got a nice enough run in front, rolled along early, then got a little breather along the side, and he's just such a big, strong, bold horse. I sort of winded it up pretty early, and he was too tough, so it was a nice win.
Did you always think you had enough in hand? Because when the second horse came out and challenged you for a few strides, it looked like it might have ran on by, but then your horse looked to almost have another kick in the locker late.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly have the greatest turn of foot. He's just a real building horse, and the boys said to go back and watch his win at Geelong when Johnny rode him, and he just went a similar tempo the whole way. So I started to build him up around the 600, just where you start turning here, and I thought if I can get a bit of a break on him, he'll be hard to catch. I actually felt them other ones coming like you spoke of. of, but then he found again once he got balanced the last 50 metres. So, no, it was a good win. He did a good job, but I think just strong, bold, big, powerful horse rolling along in front was suitable for him.
Rated to perfection. Wouldn't be a Country Cup Day without H. Coffee in the winner's stall. Well done.
Happy days.
Terrific ride there from Harry Coffey. Well found by Bella Anderson in the yard there. Golden Vitrine, 9 into $6. And he's ridden a couple of terrific races aboard leaders, and he wasn't rewarded in the other one I'm thinking of, which was aboard Persan in the Zipping Classic. Now, he just bumped into a couple that were a bit too good for him on the day that day, but here he goes forward and he allows his horse to lead at a good speed where he gets control and doesn't get pestered up there. So that's what I really liked about this ride from Harry Coffey. Shalili was just in behind. Stelvio a bit closer, didn't get caught wide today like he has at his past couple. Back in, JF Thunder goes back to midfield. Elskling third last on the inside, and Invincible Bay back last, which is probably always going to be from the barrier. But Bella, I really like that ride from Harry Coffey, allowing this horse to roll. You know, Stelvio was good today. He had to work to get up to Golden Vitrine, probably used all his energy to bridge that gap, and then the last 200, Golden Vitrine, who'd run them into the ground, was able to keep going. I'd be forgiving of Elskling. Look, she just couldn't go with them off the good speed. Shuffled back to last, got to the outside, dropped out of the shot, but was actually good the last 100 metres. But well found by you, Golden Vitrine. I think a really good ride of the day contender for Harry Coffey.
Brilliant ride by Harry Coffey. I think he utilised the race fitness. He knew he was on a fit horse, and I love how he summed it up when chatting to Ben Spall after the race. He was on a bold, strong, powerful horse, and you know, you just let fast horses be fast, and you thought this guy was kind of going to stop. He'd really burnt the candle at both ends, but he was quite strong through the line, and it was a really dominant win in the end. And fourth up, he was set to peak, and he's just an absolute unit full of strength. So well done to all involved, and typical of the stable for getting a horse to the races well prepared.
Kamachi caught the eye again. He might get a few more in next time. He was better today. I think the fact that he was never got time to think and had to chase the whole race probably suited him a lot better. But Mara and Eustace to the fore in the last on Werribee Cup Day. Harry Coffey goes to the front and keeps on running. That's 9 down at Werribee. We'll head to a break now on racing.com. Be back with more at Murray Bridge on the other side.
This race day is brought